What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
Boys and girls, children of all ages, you know who it is. It's your boy J.Kendall.
It's your boy Eli, man. What's happening?
We back again. E&J Uncut, Cloud Rise Studios.
Yes, sir.
Hey, what's happening with you?
Man, what's up, man? How you been?
Man, you know, trying to make $1 out of 15 cents, just like most people in this world today, you know what I mean?
Flip that 15, turn it into some green.
Exactly. So, you said you wanted to give a shout out. What you got for me today? Who you got?
First of all, shout out my homegirl, my little sis, Shady Mackin, Shady Lachey, a.k.a. Shay. Hey, got your Flintstone rocking. We Flintstone. It's the weed syrup, man.
Okay.
She got this weed syrup. It be going crazy too.
Is it very potent?
Hell yeah, that shit knock you down like
straight medicinal.
It's not like, you know how some of that shit will knock you down either too much or not enough and all that. This one's like perfect. You take the right dose, you perfect. You feeling good. So
yeah, okay.
Yeah, y'all get some Flintstone in your life.
Yeah, it's not like one of the ones that make you be all crazy. Some stuff don't feel right. He's saying this is good. So if you need that, what were you calling it? What is it?
It's Flintstoned.
Yeah, but what exactly is it? You said it's oils?
THC syrup.
Syrups. If you need the syrup in your life, get the Flintstone.
Go crazy. Mix that with some Sprite. You know what I mean? Pour up. It go crazy. No lie.
For the adults. You know what I mean? Adults only. Use
unless you got one of them ADHD kids that, you know what I mean, you just need to calm their ass down a little bit. But
use responsibly. That's what we'll say. All right.
Yeah. Don't give it to your kids.
Here we go.
And if you do, don't talk about it. Let's go.
Here we go today. I know we got something hot, something good.
Hey, we got to
coming with the topics. So let's get it started. Here we go. Topic number 1 today.
Topic number 1.
Bam.
So check it out.
I need to get them sounds.
We should do that.
I need to get them. Hey, that's coming. I'm gonna get them sounds.
Sound effects
y'all gonna
soon.
see that. That's coming. Coming. All right, hit me.
So scientists in the lab,
what they do?
Just created a human spine.
A human spine?
Using stem cell structure called notochord. Yeah.
I don't know if that's the right
This
way.
notochord acts as a GPS for developing embryos, guiding the formation of spine and nervous system. The researchers have created a miniature version of the early stages of spine development containing neural tissue and bone stem cells arranged in a pattern mirroring human embryos.
That's crazy. So what you think that's going to lead to?
Well, I think that any information that they give us is something they did
already
3 years ago. Yeah. So they feed us the information, you feel me?
So you think that's going to lead to cloning?
I think, yeah. They're gonna be cloning people soon.
Well, I think that's really. I mean, it got good and bad. Obviously, they could always use it for something that's crazy,
right?
But I think the good implications is like if you can create the spine and nerves, because that was like with some of the big issues when people, like when they can't reattach the nerves, or you can have damage in your, to make people walk again and things of that nature. You know what I mean? So if you find a way that you can recreate the spine and actually make somebody walk again, especially from stem cells, if they can do it from your own tissue, because that's what I hear a lot of times with the organ transplants, is that the body rejects certain things and they got to give you a lot of drugs to recognize the new organ. But if you do it from your own stem cells, it's your own DNA.
So that's like in an ideal world, right?
Yeah. So, but think about if you had some catastrophic injury.
What you think they're gonna do it for in this world that we here are living in?
Oh, I mean, always with something good is gonna be something bad with it. So they're gonna use it. Yeah, they're gonna use it for something crazy.
They're gonna make some soldiers,
but it can save a lot if it becomes commonplace. Because I mean, just say like you had something crazy and before you had an accident and they was like, oh, we can't do nothing for you. You know what I mean? And your spine all messed up, but they like, oh, now we can.
Yeah, now we
regenerate your spine. Yeah, right, we can at least give you the stem cells to put in there to maybe have your body regenerated because they already started making one.
Like we discussed earlier, like the CRISPR, that's kind of like on a level. That's the same thing that they working on. I bet you with that, Is to have it like
well, ultimately, it's to create what do you call it? I mean, maybe even mutants.
Mutants or really clones, man.
You think it's gonna be clones?
Man, we gonna be in the Clone Wars. What happened when they start knocking off like head people that they want to get rid of, and then they're cloning them, and then all of a sudden they turn in that they all like for something that was fighting.
I mean, that's what some people say happened to Jamie Foxx. That's what some people say happened to people like Shaq and a lot of people.
I heard about
said
Dave Chappelle. Someone said Dave Chappelle a clone. I'm like, hell nah, man.
I don't know about Dave Chappelle,
Dave
but
Chappelle
like,
ain't no clone. Clone ain't gonna come up with all that extra. I mean, I don't know, because if their brain has the same memories or something, I don't know. You'd have to clone somebody would be one thing, but I don't think they're at the technological level to actually have the people's memory that was left over implemented into the clone.
Yeah, they said that football player, what's his name, that was on the Buffalo when he got hit and he went to the hospital and all that. Yeah, and then they came back. They were saying that like he really would, like they cloned him in the hospital. That wasn't him when he came back. They was like he done had a tattoo that the other homie had, and he had the da. But like you said, how do they have the memories? I don't know if it's true. This is just.
Hey man, my sister-in-law, right? Hey, she saw about Gucci a clone.
Who?
Gucci Mane. She said Gucci Mane a clone.
Gucci Mane a clone?
Yeah, my sister, my wife was like, nah. What'd she say? Oh, I know clones. He a clone. You feel me? She know clones. So
that's crazy.
He probably a clone because she know him.
What,
Shout out D.
Is she a clone?
No, she know clones.
But I mean, doesn't it take one to know one? Ain't that how it go?
I don't know. I don't think she a clone.
I ain't
gonna get into that. It's my sister-in-law. So love you.
I don't know, bro. Like
anyway, yeah. If they start cloning, when they start doing that though, it's like, you know how that deep fake with the AI shit.
Yeah.
Now if you mixing the AI with the clones, now you got some deep fake shit. That
they trying to outlaw some of that deep fake stuff, which is good. That's honestly a good thing to potentially not let people get away with, because that could be some crazy stuff. But yeah, back to it. The whole spinal thing. If it helps to regenerate limbs, like stem cell wise, like if you got into some crazy horrific car accident, and then or any kind of accident, whatever it is, but then you needed to have it regenerated, I think that would be ideal, especially when it comes to like the nerves and the spine and things like that. It's hard to regenerate. So like if you can help people walk again, if you can help people move their limbs and things again, I think that would be.
Give me some gills.
I mean,
so I could breathe in the water.
Hey, that would be tight. I mean, but see, that's what I'm talking about. Then we get into the mutant though. That's like specifying specific.
Yeah, we was talking about that on the first episode.
Specific traits and things. Yeah, it's like that's the mutant shit, then, man. So I don't know.
I'm still with it.
The mutant,
but I'm not with the clones, man. In fact, because like I wouldn't mind having a clone on my wife. You feel me?
I mean, 2 females is better than 1 female, right?
Yeah, but that's a lot to manage. I don't know.
You don't think people should be allowed to have more?
Hey.
More
Shout out B.
Shout out B. B got 2 wives, man. Yeah. He shout out B. More power to him. So what do you think? You think people should be allowed to have more than one? Like more than one, or like, what do you call it? More like harem style, like one dude, but like say he got like 5 women's. You know,
should that be allowed?
Yeah, like, because I don't know if it's. I mean, you can have, but see, here's the odd part. Like, you can live that lifestyle, but if they not technically quote unquote your wife for real, like you can have 5 girlfriends.
The thing about it is that,
but you can't have like 5 wives.
Humans in general, like throughout history, always had like a lot of wives. Like they were, what's the word for that?
Like polygamous.
Yeah. Like polytheistic about their wives, though. Believe in a lot of wives.
Yeah.
Polygamathistic. You feel me? So, humans been polygamathistic for years and years.
Word of the day. Polygamathistic. Everybody write that down. If you, you got to keep a pen, pen and paper, write it down put it in the chat. Put polygamathistic in the chat. If you with us right now.
New word.
Polygamathistic. Put that in there.
So anyway, though,
we go. Humans rock with us.
polygamistic for many years, and then it's just recently that they became where they only breed with
monogamous.
Monogamous. And so I think that's why like it's cool for like if you know how like a lot of women are bisexual, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that's one of the reasons because it dates back in history when the men had hella wives, but his ass could only bust one nut, and so them wives had to take care of each other. You feel me? So that's why bisexuality in women is so prominent and also accepted. You feel me? I think it's cool. I don't mind bisexual women. That's cool.
Yeah, I don't know what the reason or why it is more widely accepted. It could be for that reason, but I mean, you see that more. You see
type shit.
Yeah, you see that more at the club where like people do that. Females especially more. Like you don't usually see that. I mean, and we talk about. For our international viewers, we talk about more Americanized. We don't, other
but I'm
cultures,
just saying, looking
countries.
back in history, all cultures back in the day, it was like just like lions, Like what would happen if lions decided to be what's the word?
Monogamous? Yeah.
Well,
they got a pride.
Yeah.
They got all their
pride.
That's all. Well, that's all they females. He like basically got a harem. That's like him. That's him, and that's all his females.
And that's how humans was back in the day. They were like lions. Like
like you know what I mean.
If you look back in history.
I mean, if you can afford it, if you rich enough, or you can maintain enough, even if you don't gotta be extra rich, but I mean, you gotta have your females that's okay with your lifestyle. Like if you,
at the same time, if you look at pimping.
What about pimping?
They wouldn't be able to afford it if it wasn't for the females bringing the bread, right? Just like a lion wouldn't be able to afford that shit if he had to go kill all the meals. Feel me?
But he got multiple females. They hunting.
So lions is basically the pimps of the animal kingdom.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, in a matter of speaking, I can understand how you could say that. Like in the fact that he got multiple females. And he chill, and they go hunt.
He protect them, right?
And then they come back and bring
another lion coming up talking shit. He come and protect them. The buffalo come over trying to ram somebody, or the rhino or whatever.
Yeah,
the lion gonna hop up. Other than that, he's sending them out to get the kill, to get the money, and they bring it back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but see what the lion is also doing though. He don't be messing with the other dude kids though. Like if he come into the pride and they got kids, he be killing them off.
Yeah, no, that's cold.
Like he be like, nah, those ain't my kids.
That's cold as hell.
And then he be like, nah, all these kids.
That's an instinct for the strongest to breed, but at the same time, that might have been the strongest.
It ain't strongest. Well, I mean, I guess strongest to breed. I mean, he was that other was alpha at the time.
It's like a race to pass on your genetics.
But it's just like, nah, he ain't taking care of nobody else's kids.
Yeah, that too.
Like he like, nah, I ain't taking care of that man kids.
Lions is assholes, man.
Like that's kind of, you just said they was pimps, so I'm like,
they
damn,
pimps and assholes. I mean,
they over there like, hey,
assholes a lot of times.
Wait, you got kids? I ran him off. He gone.
Yeah.
So you need to go and take them kids too, or whatever. And then that's how he be.
He ain't taking his kids.
That's what I'm saying. That's a cold piece, man. Like he ain't even being no step pops.
Hey, but them bitches kind of suckers though, because they let him do that when they got all them females. They could team up and be like, you know what, fuck that. But they're like, maybe we'll just breed. We'll make some move.
He come over there with that alpha. He come over there with that alpha, slanging that thing on him. Hey, I'm about to put this thing down real quick. Hey, yeah, go ahead and do what you gotta do, because this is all me right now.
Man,
that's how he roll.
Yeah,
that's craziness, man.
Lions is hoes.
Hey, that's the law of nature, bro. They out there doing it. That's crazy, man. He ain't. Hey, you know what he ain't hearing? You ain't my real dad. You can't tell me what to do. He don't hear none of that. I bet you he don't hear none of that.
Hell no.
He don't.
He said, what? Get out of my sight.
Yeah, he be over there. Yeah, man. That's crazy. All right. What we on to next? That's crazy about them lions, though, man. I don't even know how we got to them lions, but them lions is some cold cats. Yeah, hey, literally some cold cats.
Cold cats.
Some
big cold cats.
King of the jungle. Ain't they why they call them King of the Jungle? They don't even be in the jungle.
Yeah, they're in the plains.
They in the plains, and then
I think a jaguar or a tiger would be the king of the jungle.
Exactly, because a tiger be in the jungle.
Yeah.
Tigers the ones that mess you up in the jungle.
And you know them stripes they got, right? Mm-hmm. They prey don't see all the way in color, so their stripes like match up hella good. They become hella camouflage.
Oh yeah, man. Have you seen them pictures where they said like look at it and you supposed to spot the tiger up in the in the foliage up in there, and you be seeing them blend in. You be like, hold on.
But then when them snow leopards, them ones is really blend in.
Yep, them snow leopards, all them cats is crazy.
The tigers, their color, the orange and the black, like the orange. The gazelle or whatever the hell they hunting, the deer, they don't see that orange and distinguish it from the green. They got like their eyesight, so
like colorblind almost.
Yeah, it makes them hella camouflage.
That's crazy. I didn't
Double
even know that.
Yeah,
like them frogs be doing the same thing. Them frogs, even the ones that be getting them told, the venoms from.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They be doing all them crazy colors.
I tried a toad, man.
Yeah, I know you've been saying it. Hey, you can do it. You can do it on the show if you want to one time. I mean, we'll be here.
Nah, I don't know about all that.
I'm just saying, you the one that want to be.
Maybe we record it and we'll see what happens.
You want to be experimentational, like, hey,
right.
bro,
nah,
like, get over
that was
here.
High school, man. We done with that. Shit, man. Hey, what's going on?
You want to do that now, huh?
Man, I just want to know what the hell is going on with this inflation,
bruh. What, $100 for a pack of eggs?
Inflated enough?
Man.
This shit is crazy. And you know that shit is going to get worse because of what they're doing, like with the tariff shit, right?
I don't understand why we got such a high inflation going on right now.
I think what they should all cut a deal is everybody cut a deal to have no tariffs. That should be the deal. Free trade.
I don't know if it's no tariffs or whatever it is, but it's getting to be expensive. And
I'm not an economist.
People not gonna be able to.
So I can't say what it should be, but like this, it seems more sense to me for at least for the consumers and for everybody if there was no tariffs instead of let's raise the tariffs on both sides and keep going up. What the hell? Like, you know who's paying that, right? Like if I'm a motherfucker that got a small business and I'm importing things from China and selling them.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the one paying that. Because China's not going to be like, oh no, we're going to have to pay these tariffs. They're going to be like, well, we'll have to charge more for this.
Yeah.
That's bottom line.
But I mean, basically what's going to happen is, I think it's going to be some kind of like crazy switch over, because I'm just seeing it's going to be like exchange of money. And like, people who ain't been broke gonna be broke for the first time, and it's gonna probably be a big, what do you call it? A big gap. Either it's gonna be like it is in some of the other countries, where like either you rich or you poor. It ain't really gonna be no in between.
That's what we going to.
It ain't gonna really be like no middle class. It's gonna be either you got it or you ain't got it, and there's gonna be a lot of people in you ain't got it category for the first time. But I mean, a lot of people, I don't know. I've been there before where I've been in that category where you ain't got it, and I'm still in the category. You know,
I fluctuate. I got 6 kids, so I don't got it for like a couple of days every 2 weeks before payday.
hey, I can put something on it. Man. I can put something on it. But I'm just saying we all been there in them days where like it's just hard to make ends meet, and it's been. I just think a lot of more people is going to be in that boat, but a lot of people been in that boat. So it's like, what, you going to make us broke again? Like, we been broke. We know how to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like pool your resources or like ball on a budget. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got 6 kids. You already saying you got to learn how to ball on the budget. So they like, oh, things going to get a little bit tighter. But this inflation, I think it's going to hit other people who ain't been like, that's been kind of on that cusp.
Yeah,
and then when they come down, they gonna be like,
I'm thinking especially small business owners. That's who's gonna have the major problems. Like small business owners are specifically ones that actually import their goods and sell them. Like a lot of, if you looking at the weed game, a lot of them grow lights they're all manufactured in China, right? And a lot of the big manufacturers, they have them manufactured over there and slap their label on it, right? Mm-hmm. Now that's gonna drive them prices up exponentially when you paying the extra 125%.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's gonna affect a lot of businesses, and especially like you're saying, with the import taxes, and then also the fact that as we stated before, AI and things coming in, they getting these fully automated stores, so where like you don't really need nobody. They're gonna have robots to do the stocking and do the. I mean, can you imagine that? Like if you had robots.
I just read that Elon Musk, his magnets for his robots. Okay. He come from China, so they're having problems importing the magnets for the robots.
For real? Is that real? Or are you just making that up?
No. Google it, man. Look at it. I just seen it on a news thing. I don't know, Yahoo or CNN or some shit.
Okay. That's craziness, man.
Or maybe I think actually what's his name was just talking about that. I was just watching. Jon Stewart.
About what? Oh.
Yeah. About the magnets. I don't know.
China over there, man. Speaking of China, they the ones over there. They got that 10G, right?
Man, 10G. They done skipped over.
We over here on that 5G.
They said 5. They said 10, motherfucker.
They over here on that 10G. Give me that 10G. They over there, man. So we over there trying to get something like they talk about what they got speeds of. You can download a 20 gigabyte 4K movie in under a minute, like 30 seconds. That's crazy. 20 gigabytes
for Call of Duty to update for like 2 days, man.
You know what I'm saying? That's me. My thing be taking forever, like 50
Especially
gigabytes. 50 gigabytes take forever, and then you talk about you could do 20 gigabytes in 30 seconds.
Man, that's fast.
That's man. And then they talking about how that's supposed to be able to enhance like virtual reality and also the augmented reality worlds. And I'm just saying, like, man, I've been talking to people. We about to be in that Ready Player One universe, man. They already got the little treadmills,
except for the part where they're not actually in the game. Well, that part don't look fun at all.
But what I'm thinking is, I mean, as our reality gets more and more messed up, people gonna want to escape. So that's gonna also be, great. I mean, the fact that you could potentially make yourself into anybody and live out your avatar. You know what I'm saying,
man? My collar done escaped. My girl got them tick old bitties and then stretched. She been wearing my shit.
Hey man, it happens. You know, that's a good problem to have. That's all I'm saying. But I think what's gonna happen too also is like them, NFTs and all that virtual space is about to become a priority.
Yeah.
I think people like it's gonna be that virtual real estate.
I don't know about NFTs, man. I watched a lot of people jump into that and then the thing just crashed and then they all got.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have to. I think the virtual presence, though, of what they represent, like having that.
Yeah, that might make a comeback.
That's what I mean. I'm thinking now that like you have the space to actually do that. So if you can create a landscape, or you have the internet bandwidth now to create a virtual world that will be instantaneous. See, now it's always some kind of lag, or you can get.
And if you messing with the putting the AI with that. And then
to expand it
to where you just basically having an AI just make whatever your dream world. You know what I mean?
Now, see, if you look,
have you ever tried AI? I mean, not AI, but have you ever tried
the
virtual reality?
Yeah, I have a little bit, but
which one?
One of them. What was the Google ones or the virtual? Whatever. I did one of them back in the day. I haven't tried a new one. It's crazy. It was good as it was. And I know it's only getting better. But if you read some like Ready Player One, that type of book, and any kind of like some of like books that they have with you talking about this, they kind of already went to where what would happen if they did this as far as like with an AI brain and what would happen.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, and I'm already kind of like, ooh. This is where we kind of going.
We got get crazy.
We got AI.
If we don't blow it up first, can y'all stop with all the wars real quick? Like stop with all the genocides and the wars, and let's focus on this technology for a minute. And I know that part of the reason for them is like what's going on in the Congo. You feel me? Because they need that cobalt, which is powering all these phones and all this technology. All we got to do is just do it ethically. You feel me? It might cost us more or whatever, and maybe the technology it'll slow down the rate of where we're going.
Ain't
but
that excuse me? Don't you find that interesting?
Shit.
But don't you find that interesting that as we come back to something that we need for this technology that we are using and pushing forward daily, that is all go back to Africa? Like the resource that we need.
That's where life started, and that's where we gonna end up ending the shit.
Hey, and I'm just, you know what I'm saying, just food for thought. And it kind of interesting that some of these materials remind you of a certain material that they had in the movie Black Panther.
Yeah,
that like
vibranium.
That you can only find in certain places.
Or look at that.
Only certain places in Africa. So vibranium. I'm just saying, like I'm not saying it's the same material.
Look at Avatar, man. The Avatar movie.
So what do you think the Avatar movie was?
The unobtainium was what they were going after, right? This most rare mineral that could do anything, and they wiping out the indigenous and taking over shit to do that. That's you know what I mean?
That's like the MO. That's what we've been doing since been doing. It's like it. But that's why I was always remember I'm saying the advocate of like, I don't know if it's in human nature not to have war, because
it doesn't seem like it, because we shall be doing.
Well, no, because always like if you want to be a peaceful society, there's gonna be always somebody like you gonna be.
It almost seemed like the lower class and all the bottom, it's always can be peaceful. It gets to the war state when they get up to the top. No. Leaders.
It don't have to even be just leaders. It's just human nature, period. Because think about it like this: throughout history, you can see it. You could be a peaceful nation. You're gonna be over there. You're gonna be off to yourself, and you can even be within native tribes, whatever. Like some people was peaceful, but it eventually happened. You got these resources, and you want to be peaceful. Eventually, if I don't got these resources, and I need them resources, and you got them, and you ain't gonna share, potentially, I'm gonna come and try to take them resources.
But it wasn't even about not sharing in this case.
I'm just saying.
With the shit in the Congo, it's not about not sharing. It's that we don't want to pay for them.
But my point is, you got something, and I want it. Yeah. So even if you wanted to be peaceful,
right, you
can't be peaceful because you got to fight because I'm trying to come and take your shit.
I think it goes back to the animalistic human nature, like you saying, like that humans are always striving for something else. They can't be happy in their own motherfucking skin. That's why I follow Sadhguru. What's his name? You know?
Yeah, but it's not even no. But you
he be talking but this real, like he be saying that like we're always wanting something else to fulfill what we need to be fulfilled by something. You know what I mean?
But not even. I'm not even saying it's fulfillment of that. It's just the fact that.
Well, that's
like just think about it. When they came over to this country, they come over here. It wasn't like it was natives here already, and no matter who it was. But the point was, then they look at it as like, wow, it's a whole lot of land and resources here. Yeah, so because it's a whole lot of land and resources here, the people is potentially say peaceful. No, but they would say peaceful. They like, hey, we ain't trying to mess with y'all, but we don't want to do all that. And they was like, all right, well, cool, bet. When the warships come and they try to start killing off people, you gotta fight.
They gonna take it.
But what I'm saying, you gotta fight. But I'm saying you peaceful, but then you gotta fight because they coming in and they start killing off your peoples. So even though you wanted to be peaceful, you gotta fight because. So I'm saying that's what I mean.
And like that's where I think where the Indians, natives in the Americas fucked up is because they wasn't organized and ready to fight, whereas the colonizers were prepared and ready to do, like that was part of the plan.
Yeah, you know what I mean? but you understand my point though,
right?
Like a lot of times, so people try to say we want to be peaceful, and I'm saying it's hard to be peaceful. It's not like it's just human nature. Like even if you go back to the beginning,
but that's you want to go human nature that we should be beyond by now. Like we should be at a state as humans to where we evolving mentally and all this shit that we shouldn't we should be able to find means to do things without.
We should be, but it's just
killing.
saying there's always gonna be somebody with that I
want it and you in the way type shit.
Exactly, right. And that's where it's gonna be. And it's like I'm gonna do anything to get it. And even though you don't want to fight, you gonna have to fight, or you gonna end up getting overtaken. They gonna end up beating you. Or I'm not gonna fight. You put your hands up, they gonna beat you down because they want to take it. So then you end up sacrificing yourself because somebody else was willing to do that. And so then, or you end up like, well, whatever, I wasn't going to be violent, but you end up being that person and you have to fend them off.
Right.
And then you like, oh, well, look at you. You went to war and you did all that. He was like, no, all I was trying to do was protect.
Too, right.
And so that's what I mean, where I'm always saying you got to look from every side. And one side, they feel like they the victim, you know, like they came over there.
Well, I mean,
you got what I need.
Being encroached on, I would say, are always the victim.
But that's according to what, like, some people like, well, like, that's, I should be able to get that. Why shouldn't I be able to get that?
Because we're already here.
But I'm stronger than you. I know that I can beat you.
Okay, well, you encroaching now.
But, so I'm going to take it. So what you going to stop me? Stop me then.
Yeah.
And then guess what I'm going to do? I can wipe all y'all out, and anything you got history-wise to say that I did that, I'm going to just rewrite that shit and say I didn't do
mentality.
That. I didn't do that.
That's what we're doing. Like, even right now in fucking Palestine, that's what we're doing. It's the colonizer mentality. Take the land. We're stronger than you, bigger than you. We can take your shit, and that's what we're going to do.
I'm just saying, but it's hard to
justify
which one? I'm not saying it's justified. I'm just saying which you gonna end up depending on how you look. Because think about it like this. Okay, it's justified.
The problem is the division of people.
But it's justified. But you on that side and it's your country or whatever and your peoples, and they say you got to go to war. You may not even believe in that, but they told you that, hey, we need to get over there because they got something we need, and if we get that, whatever that resource is, our country, us as a people, you as a family, your family gonna be able to eat. You gonna be able to have more jobs. You gonna be able to do whatever.
That.
But maybe not. They saying it's gonna be way easier if we go get that over there. You know what I mean? And so I'm just saying. So they tell you.
I'm gonna they
tell you that, but you over here and you on the other side, say potentially, right? And you just trying to defend your stuff, right? So they both go to war. Both will go to battle, and then. You big over here on this side,
bank, little bank.
But I'm just saying, you on this side, the side defending, right?
Yeah.
And then you look at the other people, say like it's your kids, whatever. They look at them as the enemy because they trying to take out their daddy and them.
Yeah.
And then now the other people, you see what I mean? They don't see that. Oh, you just defending. They just being victims of just trying to defend their country, and they just trying to get the resource because they need it, because they got people dying, maybe starving over in their country. But they know if they overtake this country, they ain't gonna be starving no more.
Boils down to greed, though, man. Because honestly, real talk, sometimes the whole world, we could end world hunger if all the motherfuckers with more than $500 million gave away all that shit to feed the people and build structures for everybody.
I mean, that's what some people say that it could be that. I don't know. It
comes down to greed, human greed, and that's not a good look, because we should be beyond that. If we want to join the alien alliances, you feel me? We gonna have to show that us as a species can work together to create bigger things. And
bruh, wait, hold on. You seen the Cosmic Slop?
Nuh-uh.
Do I got the man? So. There was a video back in the day where the aliens came down. It was called Cosmic Slop. Mm-hmm. And the aliens came down and they was like, hey, we're going to get rid of all your problems to the whole world. Like, we're going to get rid of all your problems. Mm-hmm. We're going to get rid of the smog, the pollution, everything. All you got to do is give us all your black people. And they had a vote, and they voted all over, and they had people with the paper bag test, and if you was darker than the paper bag, they was gonna ship you off. And they had a vote, and it was like, we won't do it if the majority of the people vote not to do it. Mm. And they voted, and 77% of the people voted to get rid of the black people, and so they got rid of all the black people and sent them away. And then, in good faith, the aliens like fixed all the pollution took all the smog away and did all that, and they just sent all the black people away to a different planet. They didn't even know what they was going to do with them. They didn't say whether they was going to enslave them. They didn't say whether they was going to make them in paradise or whatever. They just said, you got to give us the black people. And so they started with the United States, and the United States voted for that. And then Paris and all, they start showing all the countries across the world start voting, and the world eventually just gave up all their black people for that, and to get, you know, the freedom and the earth healed back to its pristine state. And I was like, dang, that's crazy. And it was just a video, you know, not truths, you know, nothing at all.
What happened next?
They took the black people away.
And then
that was it. They didn't. We don't know what happened to them. We don't know whether they, like I said, we don't know whether they was enslaved. That was some Ku Klux
Klan propaganda.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. We saw that. I was like, wait, hold on, what? Man,
it just ended like that.
That's how it ended. But they had they went through the whole series too, where it was his family.
But the problem with that is that ain't gonna be peace, because as soon as they get rid of them, we gonna bring it right back. It's gonna be back to smog and back to war, because they greedy motherfuckers, man.
But that was crazy though. It was just crazy that the people, like, you know, I mean, obviously it was a video and it wasn't real, but it was just even the fact that, like, damn, that was crazy to think that they would just, you know what, we gonna get rid of y'all. That's and obviously it was satire, but what you think if that really happened? What if there was really, you know, aliens came down and they asked the United States to, like, hey, we gonna get rid of your like any deficit you got, and, you know, we gonna make sure your economy work well. We gonna make sure, you know, whatever, you know, the problems you got in there, we're gonna heal all the smog, ozone layer, blah blah blah, everything.
Man, we gonna work with them aliens.
All you gotta do is give up your black people. You think
we gonna get your technology, and we gonna figure out how to do it ourselves.
You think they would? You think United States?
Or the government?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they came to them,
they're gonna try to,
or they had the country, because it would be a country-wide vote. It wouldn't just be on the government.
First, and then
it would be the citizen vote. It would be like, say you had presidential, like everybody vote, the popular vote. You think they would do that? You think they would vote?
I don't know, because you have to look at the actual population percentages, because they say that black folks only make like 13% of the United States. But I think that's a motherfucking lie.
But that don't. But either way, what I'm saying is, like, it don't take everybody could
trying to make you.
But I'm saying, but the majority of the people could just be like, nah, we wouldn't do that, because, you know, they're human beings and they are citizens, they're our people. But do you think with that, hey, you give away to those people and we'll give you this? Do you think they would say, hey, no, you know, that's our people, or they would just be like, nah?
No, they expect under this rule, right? What we have right now.
Yeah, what you think?
Man, they gonna give them away and take them.
Exactly,
motherfucking. What the hell? Project 2025 or something. They gonna be like, oh shit, it's a miracle. It's a miracle. Jeffro, come on. We get rid of all of them.
Everybody lined up. They be like, how long do we got? We have them over there tomorrow. Man. What you need?
They gonna round motherfuckers up with a quickness.
It's crazy. But that,
you gotta ask twice,
hey,
buddy.
Cosmic Slop. If y'all ain't seen that, go check that out and see that, and see what I'm talking about, and see if you think that could actually happen. It's a odd. It kind of make you think of some, like, what's that? Twilight Zone-y type of Black Mirror type, you know. It's kind of like a Black Mirror type thing before Black Mirror was, but it's like it put a twist on some stuff, and you'd be like, "Oh, what if that really happened?"
Man, they got some new episodes out here coming out.
Yeah, man, they out. You should check them out. It's a they got one on some gaming thing. Yeah. Anyway,
I'm gonna have to check that out.
Check that out. All right, we got time for something else.
Back to the virtual reality thing.
What you got?
So when I first tried virtual reality, right?
Okay.
It was at an arcade in like Vegas or Reno or something, where I had to get in this machine, and it was like looked like 3D blocks, and I'm shooting them and stuff. You know what I mean?
I remember that. I remember some things like that.
Now,
that was a while ago, though.
When I was working at Amazon, a homie brought the what is it? The something 2, or I forget, like
the Oculus
Rift 2 or some shit like that. Man, I tried that for the first time, and they had you try to walk a plank. You got to walk out on this board, and it's like, bro, I wouldn't fuck with that. hey, I ain't going out on that plane.
Man, I tried to see like the roller coaster thing on there.
It's crazy how it can make your senses feel like you're somewhere that you're not.
And that's what primitive. Like now they trying to get it to where they get the
they gonna have the
electrodes,
fillers
where you get the
shit.
gloves and you get the haptic and you can see all that and you can
I think
feel
there's
it.
a lot of great things they could do with that though. Like you could actually train to be a boxer or whatever. What about lessons teaching people how to do certain things that's physical? I mean, I'm thinking like karate and all that shit, but also like baseball, whatever. You could train any type of sports.
Well, that's what they're trying to get. That's why they want to hook the electrodes up. But then think about it. That's more like.
But also think about
that's more like Matrix
if you hook
style.
the electrodes up, you could train people how to play the guitar if you got one on every finger and stuff. And
exactly. But remember, like in the Matrix when he was like, "Hey, I know kung fu." Remember, because he loaded him up with the program. Same thing. It's the same thing. It's like similar to that.
And then when you get to that level though, then it's like, what's the point of anything? Because I could just load anything. Like. So. Yeah,
I mean, it don't take necessarily skill, but you're going to have the money or the resources or anything. And then even still with him learning that, even still with him learning that, he still had to prove it. And still, like, remember, he couldn't use it all the way. It's like you got to learn how to adapt it. It's your mind have it, but nothing ever really takes away from the actual physical experience and of learning something. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, no matter what you usually do, that's how it go. It's like...
I feel that.
Ain't no substitution.
Yeah, man. I think
for real.
Where we at with it? You think we about ready?
Oh,
call it a night.
We probably about time to do it. But you ain't got nothing else? We good? We good tonight?
I need to get some AI in my life. I'm about to go chat GPT how to
do something. Yeah, for real. I need to do something. I think we out. Hey.
Oh, you know what? The algorithms. That's what we need to.
Hey, if y'all know something about the algorithms, can teach me about the algorithms or whatever, hook us up about the algorithms because
we're gonna talk about algorithms
because we need to go about the algorithm. We don't know. We trying to figure out the algorithms in our life,
right?
But right now we don't know the algorithm. We just out here. We got rhythm, but we don't know the algorithm.
Yeah, all we got is the algorithm.
We don't know about
from the world, global warming. You gotta watch out. That's the algorithm. You feel me?
All right. See,
global warming is real.
Hey, it must be. It must be time to go.
Hey,
until next time.
We gonna catch y'all in the next episode. Like and subscribe, man.
Hey, holla at your boy.
Let us know what you want to hear too. Peace out.